you have to buy filters, period. It doesn't matter if it's a regular camera, a drone or a RED camera, you need them. Freewheel sent me these to check them out. I'm going to be talking about the ones that I'll be using the most and I'm interested in, and it's the ND polarized filters. I recently made a video step by step on how to set up your settings on your DJI Mini 3 Pro. If you've been following this channel, you know I have always talked about the three pillars in photography and videography, which are ISO, aperture and shutter speed. To get the most cinematic results, you may check that video out after this one. All I care now is to show you the difference that you can achieve using these filters. Not only some motion blur in close objects or landscapes, but also to get rid of that terrible jello effect. Jello effect is this. This happens when you use a very high shutter speed, for example 1 of 1,000. This happens because you aren't able to close the aperture on the DJI Mini 3 Pro, as it's fixed at 1.7. Other drones such as the Mavic 3 do have a manual aperture and you can close that up to f11. Unfortunately, in order to get a lower shutter speed of 150 or 120 on your DJI Mini 3 Pro, you need these. And those shutter speeds, trust me, will make you get rid of your jello effect. Simple, huh? Friendly reminder that as a guide you should use the thumb rule of doubling the shutter speed of your frame rate. Meaning if you're shooting at 24 or 25 FPS, your shutter should be 150, and if you're shooting at 60 FPS, make sure that your shutter is at least 120. There is a reason for this, plus there may be some exceptions, but for now it's a good and safe start to achieve that cinematic look that you're actually looking for, right? Think of the ND filters as sunglasses that will allow you, or the sensor in this case, to see better. And reflections all over the image are also to be eliminated when using polarized filters. Now I'm curious to see what happens with the quality of the image. How good are these filters? Do they squeeze or damage somehow the image? Let's take a closer look. The first thing that seems super obvious to me is that the image is less over-sharpened. Something that I've mentioned in all my Mini 3 videos is that the only problem I see with this drone is it is over-sharpened out of the camera. The filter seems to soften it enough and I really like this. It also looks less contrasted, that is to be seen especially in the shadows, and the blacks are not as crushed using a filter. And finally, it adds a kind of flair that I personally like, but I can understand that to some people it could be annoying. I mean, it's pretty obvious and I've graded them the same way. You can see that with a filter you retain more of the colors, it is in fact less sharp and overall it just looks better and more cinematic. I've been working with both Freewheel and official DJI filters and I must say I see them very similar in quality. This video is not sponsored by Freewheel and I just wanted to show you how it actually affects your footage when using some filters. As long as you don't purchase some super cheap and strange filter brand, you're safe with your drone and your footage. If you follow me for some time now, you may have heard me saying a billion times that filters should be purchased along with your drone at the very first purchase. Either in a combo or extra, just get them, just get them. It doesn't make sense spending hundreds or thousands of bucks on a drone and then not paying those extra bucks for filters. You just won't be able to get the best out of your camera. Nothing really else to say, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, nice things are coming, and always remember to keep calm and talk UAV.